What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another aircraft maintenance engineering cars exam practice questions. For you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Peter. I am a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer, and I help aircraft maintenance engineer apprentices to pass their cars examination 80% and above. So if you're an apprentice that need help with your cars examination, click the link in the description and book a consultation, and let me see how I can help you out. All right, so imagine if you're doing your examination, you get a question like this, right? A supplemental type certificate that's applicable only to aeronautic products that are specified in the certificate by serial number or some type of identification is A, life limited parts, B, R time, C, limited supplemental certificate. So we are going to look at some terminologies and understand, right? The first one I'm going to talk about is aeronautic product. What is aeronautic product? Why do they have serial numbers? What is life limited parts? What is hard time? What is limited supplemental certificate, right? What is aeronautic product? Aeronautic products are product on an aircraft, right? Basically, those are the products that makes the aircraft functional. Those are the products that makes the aircraft safe to fly, right? Without aeronautic products, we cannot fly an aircraft, right? And why do they have serial number? The most important reason why aeronautic products have serial number is because of traceability, right? I'll use an example. I'll use a product for example, right? Let's say this product is an aeronautic product, right? It's used on an aircraft. It's a part on an aircraft. Let's say this product is called, I don't know, let's give it a name, a fuel pump, right? This product is called a fuel pump, right? And it has a serial that on every aircraft, this product is a fuel pump used on a 220, right? So this is the product used on a 220, right? So for every 220, let's say in a year we manufacture 100 220, for example, right? For every 220, I have this fuel pump, right? And every time I'm installing this fuel pump, I'm coming up with new design, on how to improve this fuel pump. But so now every design, different designs of this specific fuel pump is going on different 220. God forbid, let's say the 220 that was the number 25 220, right? Number 25 to 35 220 that was manufactured with this new design, all of a sudden started having some kind of problem. How can they tell it's number 25? The aircraft that has that fuel pump, specific fuel pump. That is where serial number comes in, right? Serial number is a type of number that allows them, now that serial number allows them to track the aircraft that has this specific design of fuel pump. Oh, now they can go, okay, from serial number 125 to 127 has this specific model of fuel pump. That is the whole purpose of aircraft products having fuel pump, right? The main purpose is for traceability in terms of in case of any type of fault or any type of problem. So now let's talk about limited parts, life limited parts, right? So whenever a part is designed, most components has some type of expiration date. In terms of, it's either they gotta be replaced or they gotta be inspected. All right, is it a per hour, per cycle? So maybe for every 250 cycle, right? My part is a fuel pump. The fuel pump I talked about, right? For every 250 cycle, I have to inspect this product, the fuel pump. Right? But there's a huge difference between airworthiness limit and life limit part. Airworthiness limit is for aeronautic products, right? Life limit part is for mostly parts, right? So my life limit part is a limitation on parts, either by flight cycles or interval of some fixed interval, some kind of fixed interval, right? So for every, let's say every 250 flight cycles, I have to replace or inspect this part, right? So basically, it's a condition on the type certificate that tells you every flight cycle I gotta do the inspection. For hard time is now the process. Is the process of removing or inspection, right? Hard time is the process of the product that has some type of limitation is being removed, either by overhaul or by replacement. So hard time is the process. Life limitation of parts is a part that has limitation. Hard time is the process of removing those parts. Right? So that's different. Hard time is process. Life limited parts are parts that has limitation. Right? But for limited supplemental certificate, these are aeronautic products. Right? What do they mean by limited supplemental certificate, right? These are elementary products that has serial number. Basically, why they say it's limited, look at the word limited, right? Limited means it's not everything that has it, right? That's why you can see some product that they just have only part numbers. They don't have part numbers. They don't have no type of identification, right? So limited means only some products, specific products that has that certificate. So whenever a product is being made, right, you get a type certificate. But out of those products that has type certificate, only some specific products has the limited supplemental type certificate. So it's limited supplemental type certificate. So those products have certificate, but those products have the type certificate, but it's limited. Not how the product is gonna have part numbers or serial numbers. And how can you tell a product is limited type certificate? Right? The first way to tell is by serial number. Serial number. So any product that has some type of serial number has a limited supplemental type certificate. And like I told you, the whole purpose of serial number is for traceability, just in case the product fails in the future. So that way they can trace, the product, right? They can trace the aircraft, the history of the aircraft that has that specific type of product, right? So from this, for the question, a supplemental type certificate that has an applicable that is applicable only to aeronautic product that has specific certificate by serial number, some type of identification. The right answer is limited supplemental type certificate. So I'm going to do a quick summary. Aeronautic products are products that are on an aircraft that helps in functionality of the aircraft. Serial number, the whole purpose of serial number is for traceability of parts, to get history just in case of any type of fault in the future. That way they can trace the aircraft that has those type of aeronautic products. Life limited parts are parts of aircraft that has limited function, and they have to be removed either by fixed time interval, right? Either by flight hours, by flight cycles. So they have some fixed interval whereby the parts it's gotta be removed for either overall, for inspection, or for replacement, right? Hard time is the process of removing those parts that requires to be removed either by flight hours, by flight cycle, or by calendar time. So hard time is the process of you removing those products. And limited supplemental type certificate, it's a type of type certificate for product that has serial number or some type of identification, right? So the right answer is C. Okay? For you guys that are aircraft maintenance engineer apprentices that need this type of help to understand, cars, to understand the type of questions can be asked during the examination, you need someone to guide you through, you need someone to show you how to pass this examination 80% and above, this is something I help aircraft maintenance engineer apprentices with. Click the link in the description and book a consultation and let me see how I can help you, all right? For you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Peter. I'm a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer, and I have hundreds of videos regarding aircraft maintenance engineering and also practice questions on cars examination. So if you find my video entertaining, you find my video interesting, you find my video informative, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys.